Hey, would you believe it's snowing in Colorado? Legitimately, yesterday the snow had all melted, and now look at this. Okay, technical difficulties. I hope you all found the video yesterday helpful, the video about ritual. And then yesterday evening I was thinking about how evening rituals are also really important to help us sleep. Evening rituals that help us settle down, that tell our brain it's time to go to bed. The little things that we can do, like brushing our teeth, maybe reading a book, getting in our pajamas, getting in the sheets, laying our head on the pillow. These are all little rituals that we do to tell our body it's time to sleep and tell our brain it's time to take a break. So I'd like you to think a little bit more about rituals, what helps you wake up, what helps you go to sleep, and just explore how important those are to you and how helpful they are. Today I'd like to read a story called The Lazy Wood Gatherer. So if you just settle yourselves in, and today I'm going to do the breathing after the story. So just get comfortable, relax, be very still and listen. Listen carefully to this tale about Gabriel, a boy who lived in a small cottage on a cliff overlooking the sea. One day he got into big trouble with his parents. Do you want to know what happened? Let's find out. Now, one sunny day, Gabriel's father, who was a fisherman, asked his son to gather firewood from the forest. They were going on a boat trip the next day to see the whales as a special treat. So they needed wood to light a fire and cook a hearty breakfast before setting off. But that morning, Gabriel was very tired. "It's not fair," he muttered. "I don't want to gather wood. I just want to take it easy today." Nevertheless, he set off along the path that led to the forest. On his way up the path, he came to a lone tree that had no leaves. "It's my lucky day," he exclaimed. "This tree has no leaves, and it looks perfect for firewood. Dead and dry. I don't need to go all the way to the forest, like Father said. I can just rest here, then quickly snap off some branches before I go home." So he sat at the foot of the tree and gazed at the sea spangling in the sunlight, and soon he fell fast asleep. Sometime later he awoke with a start. It was getting dark. "Oh no, how long have I been asleep?" he wondered. Jumping up, he climbed the tree and frantically began to break off branches. But despite appearances, this wood wasn't dead at all. It was very green inside and full of sap. And the branches took so much pulling and twisting that one even snapped back and hit him in the eye. Ouch! When he had finally broken off enough branches, he bundled them into his arms, ran back home, and piled them outside before he went to bed. Early the next morning, Gabriel's mother rose to prepare breakfast. She picked up the wood to start a fire, but the flames just flickered and died. When her husband came down, she still had no fire. "I'm sorry, breakfast's not ready," she said. "This wood is so green and damp that the fire won't start." Just then, Gabriel appeared. "Son, what's wrong with your eye?" his concerned mother asked. "And why is this firewood so wet?" growled his father. The boy gulped and shuffled his feet. He felt ashamed that he had let them down by being so lazy the day before. Trying not to cry, he explained how he had fallen asleep under the tree and gathered the wrong wood, hurting his eye in the process. "I'm so sorry I didn't go to the forest like you asked. I was feeling too tired, so I tried to take an easy way out," he said. "Well, by the time we gather dry wood to cook breakfast," replied his father, "it'll be much too late to go and see the whales. It's too far." Gabriel was disappointed, but determined to make amends. Later that day, he went to the forest to collect lots of good firewood, so the next morning, his mother was able to cook them all a filling breakfast. And, as a reward for his hard work, they went to see the whales after all, a magical experience that Gabriel never forgot. People who are lazy disappoint themselves as well as others. A wise person works hard so they can enjoy the rewards and have the satisfaction of knowing that they did their best. So now I'd like you to assume your mindful body posture, heavy from the waist down, like a tree growing its roots into the earth. You can think of that, the more healthy, moist tree pushing its roots down. So you can just imagine feeling heavy, safe, and secure. From the waist up, we're going to grow our branches up. So we have a nice straight spine, feeling light in our heads, and close your eyes. And go ahead and take one deep breath in through your nose and blow it out through your mouth. And then just continue breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts. Reflecting on that story. Maybe thinking of a time that you didn't do your best and it came back to sort of haunt you. Sometimes we know when we're not doing our best. Part of being mindful is being mindful of our actions. Are we putting forth our best effort? Keep breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts. And now I'd like you to think of a time when you did put in your best effort and you felt very proud of yourself. And holding on to that feeling, see if you can radiate that feeling up to your head and bring a little smile to your face. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulders. Okay, if you want to flutter your eyes open, come back to the room that you're in. That story was kind of interesting, wasn't it? It's a good reminder to always do our best. With that, I leave you to enjoy the day. This is Liz Rutledge of Sustainable 3, giving you your morning mindfulness for the day. Thank you for watching.